You're watching Alaska's Weather Source.
Hey, welcome back. We picked up another half of an inch of snow today. That brings us up to over a foot. So far for the month of December, 12.5 inches, 17 inches still on the ground. 53, though, is what has fallen this season, which is about double what we would typically expect. Normally, heading into mid-December, about 25 inches of snow is what we would expect. But with that record snow that we had back in November, now what we're seeing in December, really pushing that number pretty high for this point in the year. Now, while we are seeing still some snow in south central, especially further east, it's heavy rain that we're seeing down near Yakutat. 2.3 inches of liquid precipitation today, down to close to half of an inch in Sitka today as well. Out west, it's been light snow, seeing that snow all the way into McGrath and down into the Aleutians. There's a lot more moisture on the way, too, for much of the southern portions of the state. In addition to the snow and rain that we're seeing pushing in, we're also seeing those high winds. Gusts to 53 miles per hour in Nome, seeing some blizzard conditions in this part of the state. Seeing those high winds into the Aleutians. Gusts to 59 miles per hour in King Cove, 52 in Unalaska and in Cold Bay today. And then also seeing some breezy winds in south central, but high winds down into southeast. Peak gusts already up to 48 miles per hour in Yakutat. We're going to see some extreme winds down into southeast tomorrow as well. So here's the deal. We have what we call an atmospheric river. That's where you get that long line of moisture pushing all the way down into the central Pacific, all funneled right here into south central and southeast in the coming days. And wrapped up in this is actually 3 separate storm systems. It's going to keep that energy going and help to keep those winds going as well. So right now we've seen most of that heavier precipitation pushing east, Prince William Sound up through Thompson Pass, and gradually increasing down across southeast as well. We're seeing a little bit of light snow still lingering in the valley tonight. Otherwise, it's just scattered snow showers for Anchorage and the Kenai Peninsula for tonight. That'll change heading into tomorrow. So again, we do still have that winter weather advisory in effect for the Susitna Valley and the winter storm warning that's in effect for the Copper River Basin. So up to 3 inches through 9 p.m. in the northern Susitna Valley, up to 12 inches though for the Copper River Basin all the way through noon tomorrow. We'll see up to 24 inches through Thompson Pass and up to 15 inches in Valdez, which has actually been seeing rain most of tonight, but we're seeing those temperatures dropping, and we'll see a transition to snow here shortly. Down into southeast, it's winter storm warnings for the highest elevations. We have flood watches out for heavy rain that's going to be likely in the next couple of days, and then also those high wind warnings in effect where gusts will likely climb to about 60 miles per hour tomorrow. So again, some significant impacts across the state, including the wind and snow that we're also seeing in the western side of the state. So looking at the timing of this, again, this first area of low pressure really bringing a lot of moisture into southeast tomorrow, into Prince William Sound and the Copper River Basin. But that's going to stay east of Anchorage, the Valley, and the Kenai Peninsula, at least to start. Once we move into the afternoon, we'll see increasing chances for that snow, but it's really late Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Then we see those chances for heavier snow here in Anchorage, and we'll see that up into the valley and across the Kenai Peninsula. Once we get into the end of the week, we do actually quiet out and see things calm down pretty quickly. But looking at our computer model forecast, again, we are going to see those snowfall totals climbing once we get into Tuesday. Some models showing we get up to 4 inches by Tuesday afternoon, but most models tracking about an inch through the first part of the day, and then that really increases once we get into overnight into Wednesday morning. Again, that's when you want to be prepared for more like 6 to 8 inches of snow, again, for Tuesday and Wednesday combined. Now, for southeast, we're looking at those high temperatures in the mid-40s. We're going to see heavy rain and those high winds gusting to about 60 miles per hour near Juneau, Ketchikan, and you'll see those strong winds up north with heavy snow in the higher elevations. Across the Kenai Peninsula, it's light snow, temperatures in the mid-20s. As you get across Prince William Sound, that precipitation will be much heavier. Rain near Cordova, rain-snow mix in Whittier and Valdez with heavy snow into the Copper River Basin. Through the valley, light snow increasing late in the day. For Anchorage, we'll see light snow again increasing late in the day as well. 1 to 2 inches possible just during the heart of the day tomorrow. But once we get into tomorrow night and Wednesday, that's when I'd be prepared for that heavier snow moving in. Temperatures, they do drop quickly. Teens by the end of the week, single digits overnight, and pretty quiet conditions heading into the weekend. So Maria, you get those shovels ready. More snow's coming.